Channel of YouTube. Time for another Metal Earth kit video, but this time not quite a build. I've been getting these kits mostly from a local craft store at a little bit of a discount. Sometimes the kits that I build I have to go online to Amazon or online stores to find them, but over time, over the last few months, I've discovered they're becoming available more and more places. I've seen the Star Wars ones available at GameStop. I've seen a few available at a local Hallmark store. But one that I found very interesting that I recently found out about is that you can get some of these Metal Earth kits at your local Barnes & Noble. And I have one of the boxes here. They're in a box. They're not in the little sleeve pouches. And you can get where there's 3 or 4 kits in one. So that's what I've done. Out of curiosity, I've picked up the tanks. We have the Tiger tank, the T-34 tank, and the Sherman tank, and these all come in one box. So I'm going to open this up. I'm just curious to see what's inside, the difference in presentation, the difference in packaging. I think it's probably just the same. It's just all put in a white box. And I'm not going to build any of them right away. Those will be saved for a later video. But I thought I would do sort of a review for anybody who wonders what's the difference if you see them in Barnes & Noble, if you're looking for a way to get more than one kit at once. Here we are. There's this one of tanks. I think there may be planes, there's buildings, and there's monuments. But let's open this guy up and see what it contains. So instead of a little thin pouch, these kits come in a white box. And there's more than one in here. Even the ones that are just single kits come in a small white box, probably square, about this big. I decided to get a 3-part kit just to have more. It's a little bit better of a deal. And as far as I know, it's the same Metal Earth kit, just different packaging. And we have 3 different tanks. The Tiger tank, which I believe is this, the T-34, and the Sherman tank. And on the back, it just gives more detail about each tank. The Tiger tank, this German tank, was the most powerful tank in the world when it was introduced in August 1942. The 88mm gun was extremely powerful, and the heavy armor made it almost impervious, excuse me. That's what I get for reading upside down. And H14, a little description of each one, and the Fascination's name, and address, and a price. If you're curious for yourself, it's $24.95. Let's open this up. I have a little sticker here and here. And it looks like that's all that's holding it together. Flip it back over. And ta-da! We have the Tiger tank. And what is this? This is instructions for... Oh look. It is, I'm assuming, the barrel of the gun. The instructions appear to be same. However, I'm looking for where it tells me which tank is which. I believe this is the Tiger tank. The picture looks the same, but there's no name on it. And also just like little pouches almost. The T-34 tank. And the next pouch with the appropriate instructions and the barrel. And then in the next pouch, the Sherman tank, and again the instructions with the barrel. Yay! And that's all. Just cardboard filling. Nothing special. It helps to mostly keep things in place. and nothing on the inside of, or the inside of the top. So I'm just going to peek at one of these. The instructions do seem to be the same, and these are one-page instructions. They kind of look like the older style, which is fine. There's not a lot to it. You have just the one sheet and the instructions here, so I'm assuming this is the Sherman tank. They give the number MM204 here, but they don't give it on here. Interesting. Oh, there's two sheets. Oh, okay. There's one sheet here and one sheet over here. But it looks to be pretty well the same, although this feels a little thinner, to be honest. That could just be me. Stick that back in there. And the instructions are the same. These, I say, are kind of the older style instructions where none of the parts have colors on them, so any duplicate parts you're just going to have to hunt and search. And that may not be an issue with this one. You have the usual blue circles and green triangles, assembly flow chart starting with the first part, second, third, fourth, fifth. Jump down to here, and I'm guessing once you're done with this, you go to this, which is the usual way of the old instructions, and then here. So in short, it is what I expected. It's just 3 Metal Earth kits. They're all contained in the same box instead of being packaged individually, and they're just in the metal sheets are in a sleeve and the instructions are in there. So there's not a lot to it, and I'm not going to build any of these in this video. I just kind of wanted to open it up and see what's inside. For anybody that's curious, is there a difference between this and what you normally get in a Metal Earth kit? And if you've seen the other videos, you basically get, in those pouches, you get a set of instructions and the metal sheets in a pouch that contains all of the above. Instead of this separate little pouch, the metal sheets are over the instructions, and you just cut or tear the top open and pull everything out. So it's the same stuff. Same stuff, slightly different packaging. I'm assuming done for the benefit of Barnes & Noble, so they can stand out, whatever. It is nice that they have a 3-pack, and it is slightly cheaper than buying all 3 separately. So stay tuned for the future. I will assemble these kits in separate videos as I usually do. I'll put a link at the end of this video, and when I do them I will make it active. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. Anything to add? Thank you for watching, and keep on keeping on.